Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy here, Christian Riego, coming at you with another 500 Grand Talk Show episode. And today we're here with
Guy. And who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah, who are you?
I'm Christian Riego.
Who are
Hello,
you?
everyone.
FIFA Pimp, you guys already know. Hello, everybody. What's going on? Here we are. Little rainy, gloomy day. What's going on
It
with
is
you?
pretty
niggas?
gloomy. And today behind the camera we got someone special today, a special guest. Because
Yeah.
David's out of the country. He's out living his best life in Mexico.
Yeah, David's living his best life right now while Diego's out here working.
For real, putting in work.
Sending dollars
But
his
yeah,
way.
behind the camera, I'm sure you guys know him. He's renowned as Sturgis, Bubba Licious, Bubba Magnum, Bubba Kush, or simply Bubba. I'm sure most of y'all already know him.
What's up, man?
Hell
He's
yeah.
behind the camera today because David is David's been hating his job recently, and so he's like, let's get out of this. But
Free his mind a little bit. But how's your guys'
Yeah.
day going?
yeah, dude, it's a
Good.
sad it's a sad and
What
gloomy
day?
day today. It's rainy. No,
It
I'm
feels,
just playing. No,
it feels weird, yeah.
it's a good day to take a nap, dude.
Bad ass nap.
Right?
Definitely,
I know our boy over here is already schlumping. He's not even down to make this episode right now.
No, it's not even that. No, it's not that.
No, it's
It's not that. It's just tonight I am ready. I'm planning to do a sleeping challenge. I'm planning, to turn off every alarm this time on my phone and to just try to sleep. I'm aiming for like 14 hours.
Damn.
Trying to see,
14?
yeah, man, it's been a long time.
What
It's
sleeping challenge is that? What do you
It's
what? Tell the audience real quick what your sleeping challenge is really. Like I don't really understand.
It's because I always say that sleeping challenge. You know what? To be honest, it's just something like you just sleep for a good amount of hours to regenerate your fucking body. You know what I mean? Like what I used to do, 300, 200 milligrams. You take a little, cookie or a gummy, and you pass out. You're like, yeah, you wake up a little bit in between it, but I'm gonna right back to bed. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, right back to bed, and then like you wake up, you're like, damn, bro. Can't do that for a while no more.
No, I can relate though, cause bro, it always put me to sleep for a minute.
Yeah.
Like I can't take them on a work day, cause I won't wake up, bro. Like I might wake up, like you said, I'll wake up, but I'll just be like, fuck the alarm.
Dude, let's go into it since we kind of went there. Like, I want to ask you guys, when was the time that you guys greened out? Like that's the term that white people say.
What's-
So like,
Right.
when was the
Greened out.
time
Give
you
me a
guys
further
ever like got too
definition.
big?
Give me a deeper
Bruh.
definition of this. What's it called? Greened out.
So like whenever you got baked and you felt like, you kind of like puked or whatever, even if it was like your first time smoking or whatever, when was the time that, you had whether it was a bad experience or you just puked or what, with smoking?
Oh,
THC.
I guess I've never gotten greened out to the point where I didn't like the experience. I've always enjoyed it. I've always
Oh,
gotten
yeah.
like super baked and like been okay. I guess the one time I did puke, and it wasn't because I was super baked. It was just we took like a 0.5 gram dab. It was on 420, and I just couldn't stop coughing, bro. I coughed my lungs out, and I started puking, and then I had to take a rehab dab and keep going, bro. Fuck it. Because it wasn't like we were just starting, dude. We were just starting. That was our start, just 0.5 gram dabs, stupid amounts of weed, and I just coughed too much and ended up yakking.
How about you, Diego?
It's just I've never really been, puking to that point, straight off weed. Besides, when I hit like blinkers back to back and you cough, when you know what I mean. But I just want to say like probably like back in high school, those Cushy Punch gummies used to mess me up for some reason, like bad, bro. Like to the point like I would just be in the bed. That feeling like you just feel like you're floating. You don't want to be
Yeah.
like that no more. You just want to sleep it. You want to sleep it off. And I did that one time. It was like 7 a.m. I don't know why, but
I remember
day off.
I remember one time I was in I was in high school and had some of those gummies, I would have you give me some gummies back then. But yeah, dude, I ate one before and I got into chemistry class, and dude, that was just like, bro, we'll just take a nap. Just took a nap.
What about you, Chris? When did you get greened out?
I just said.
Just in school?
Well, nah, but one time I was.
Because I wasn't there that day. I remember that you told me about that though. It was like junior year. I was out here skipping school a lot. Not really skipping, just doing other shit.
Working a lot.
Yeah, and like Christian was out here in the class, with Pickle Rick, Mr. Green out here, like Rick Sanchez. You know what I mean? Like he just greened out, and I just imagine you slumped out on the tables like that. There's no like straight up. That's how you explained it to me, though, at least. But
yeah, but I remember one time, like, it was like my first times really like smoking or getting into it, and it was like the first time I smacked the bong.
No.
And yeah, dude, fucking was puking, dude.
Coughing.
And then I was just like trying to sleep in the backseat. And I was hungry, I got the munchies, and then fucking they're like, you want to go to the gas station? Or, yeah, do you want to go get some food? And then I'm like, go to the gas station. They're like, what the fuck? And I didn't really want food. I just wanted gummies.
bruh,
Fuck food, I want gummies.
just want straight munchies.
But I wanted to talk here today about, like, I think we're 28, 29. Dude, I'm telling you guys.
We need to go back and find.
Yeah,
find
we need
the
to go
number for
back
real.
and look through it. But
It's not even that much, bro. We're doing too much. Why don't we know the number? It's only like
yeah,
29.
so for as long as we've been recording these podcasts, I guess we've kind of lost track of how many podcasts we've been recording. And
To be honest, yeah.
And I think we're on our 29th episode here today. So, when we're doing these intros, I'm just going to be saying welcome to another freaking episode of the 500 Grand Talk Show. Because as time goes on, dude, I think I'm just going to get tired of, like, saying the episode
number, right?
Yeah.
Shit.
We're just gonna have to put like a hashtag and then like the number of the
You know what's
episode, like how
crazy,
Joe
though?
Rogan
Like,
on Spotify.
What was our last podcast that we recorded? Or that came out? It was the one with Josh?
Yeah.
And
Last week.
those guys kind of like put it into my head how long we've been doing this. It's been at least 6 months.
Damn, half a year.
Around
Yeah,
since
at least half
since
a
August,
year, bro.
Since
That
August,
we've been doing this every week.
Because I remember we filmed the first episode and then the second one, Cairo and you were smoking down because I was in Mexico. That was like the second episode. That was like that time I went alone. That was probably like September. That was in September.
Yeah.
Actually, me and David were there. Because I was at the pools. I remember you put that little clip in there. So you and Carol were just at your
Yeah,
crib.
he wasn't even a host then, dude. He was just like...
It was just a guest.
You're just chilling.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's wild, but like it feels like, not that long. You know what I mean? Like,
How do you
Yeah,
guys
they
find,
just-
like... I mean, apart from everything, like, dude, the podcast, how do you guys think about, like, the setup and stuff?
I always tell people I think it's really professional. I like the setup, bro. I think the quality is clean. We have some good mics, got some good audio. Besides when people fuck with the fucking wire.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I always think we do a good job putting out these podcasts. But back when you told me, well, did I message you or you messaged me about just coming on as a guest?
I don't know. I think it was just like a verbal conversation, I think, really.
And then we
No.
just kind of agreed that I should be on the pod.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to be on. I'm guessing he kind of wanted me to be on, so it just happened. But I asked him, I'm like, do you smoke? Like, do you do these? Because I knew Chris smoked. I smoked. I'm like, do you do these like sober or what? And he's like, most of the time, yeah. He's like, I'm sober all the time. He's like, you ever smoke on the pod? He's like, not really. He's like, I don't really got time for that. So I just said, I'm like, bro, we should smoke on there. And then he's like, for real? And I'm like, yeah, why not? And I just pitched it as a joke because I'm like, I don't know about smoking on YouTube. But he's like, fuck it, let's do it. And I'm like, damn, you realize, like, everybody's going to be watching us, bro? You sure? He's like, fuck it.
Nah,
And
dude,
then we
like,
just hit it off. We're just rolling up.
Yeah, I think that's like, and the funny thing is that's like one of the podcasts that has like more views or whatever. But Yeah, dude. I don't know. It's just all about consistency. But there's a lot of roadblocks that come with it, right?
Yeah, like fucking demonetization. I mean, if like per se, if that video were to get like a lot of views, it'd probably get taken down for smoking or whatever, just for the content, just because they see us rolling up and smoking, and they see the green. And I think we show it in the camera too, right? We show the. So I know if we'd get more views, it'd probably get taken down, but it's cool.
How about like how about like just like earlier we already tried recording this podcast, you know? And you know, just how it is, like sometimes we got to go through life.
Oh yeah, we got to improvise. Like, so we were here, this location probably I want to say like an hour and a half ago. We were already set up.
Around there.
Had the mics out on the stands, lights and everything set up, and I had my daughter. You know, most of you know my dad. She's a 4-year-old. I'm like, all right, you know, she don't really get much time on the phone, so I'm like, I figured I'd give her the phone or something because I rarely give it to her. And I tried giving it to her when she was here, but she's just kind of like, just play music. I want to have fun, and she was kind of all over the place and just kind of. I mean, I guess we could record the pod, but
Yeah.
but you know, I don't know how comfortable I am with her being on the camera and whatnot. Just all around distracting us, distracting me and whatnot.
And that's the other what I wanted to get into with that is that no matter what you're going to do is like you're going to have something stopping you regardless. You're going to fucking push through and do something, you know, like that's something that I feel like most of the people that want to start creating content struggle with is that they have the idea, they have something that they want to push, but you know, sometimes things just don't go their way and they don't want to push through it.
And that's unfortunate, dude, because they're just little roadblocks, and like if those were little roadblocks you were to overcome, like they just push you that much more. You get over that little obstacle you have, and then you're like, damn, I can do this. I can do a whole lot more. And I don't know, especially with content, like if people do want to do more podcasts or like anything with content, you know, reach out. We'll talk to you guys. You know, we'll help you guys get it out, push it, whatever, you know, help you guys bring your vision into reality. We'll help you one way or another. I mean, we're good people. We'll help you out.
Yeah. What about you, Diego? You thinking about going to Mexico here soon? I know you're like itching to go to Mexico. You're always itching to go to Mexico. I think that's one of your addictions, bro. It's like, all right, I'm gonna go to Mexico right now. And I think that's very fortunate too.
If you like an addiction, I guess. No, not really. It's just I enjoy doing it a lot. You know what I mean? Like really enjoy that feeling, that plane. You know what I mean? Like I don't like rides, but I like planes. I love being on a plane. You just wake up one country, go to sleep in the next, and just being over there, man. It's a different way of life. You know what I mean? I really want to go right now, but for right now, David's out there enjoying the dollars, enjoying Kawama, swimming. At least I hope so. Wonder what he's doing out there, you know, shit. I'm about to send him a little deposit to go find a little dirt bike or four-wheeler or something.
Dude.
And so we can be chilling. Yeah, man, be chilling. But I say July for sure, probably. At least a week.
Have you looked at tickets? What are they running right now?
For July or?
July.
For July, it's around 300 there and back.
Should we ride or what?
That is not bad at all, dude.
That is not.
I've paid 1,000 for like 3 days, dude. So that's not even bad.
How much?
That's like
How long are you planning for in July? A week?
a week. Either the last June or the 2nd of July. Because July 4th, you know, I'm trying to be here. You know, America. You know what I mean? America, goddammit. You know, good ass day to be here. Celebrate America.
Drink a lot of beer.
Drink a lot of fucking beer. Good American Budweiser, king of beers. Hot dogs and glizzies and goddamn motherfucking burgers. But other than that, Mexico for sure. For like a good while. Yo por ahí noviembre and December. Another 2-3 weeks.
I'm trying to really go in December. Let's ride, Bubba.
Like, dude, like, I've been in Mexico with Christian. Trying to be in Mexico with Cairo, you know what I mean?
Let's take the 500 grand crew to Mexico and try to do a pod down there.
dude.
We'll rent out the
There-
Titanic.
There is a lot of personalities to do a fucking podcast with down there. Shout out, wait, Misa Lopez, Tepo. Everybody knows Tepo right there. He'll pull up with the guitar.
Ding, 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 ding.
Then pull up to todos los güeyes jaripeos que andan haciendo. Like, they have them on Sundays, though. That's the thing. They don't give a fuck. It's on Sundays. It's a party on a Sunday. Me, fuck, I don't know how I feel about that, but when you're over there, pues,
You don't give a fuck.
I can entrarle, güey. Whatever.
You got work, bro.
You're on vacation.
Here in like a month
like-
and a half.
For Christians, it's gonna be wild for him. You know, it's just because, like I've said it before, like, or like at least for me, I go over there, spend some time, and enjoy it. You know, but I was not born there and grew up over there. As Christian, he's gonna go back, like, you know, home. I
Yeah.
guess, you know what I mean, like
You're gonna go back
where he
home.
was a little kid, you know, running around doing hood rat shit. So it's kind of different, and that's pretty badass. Cause
for 2 weeks too,
wow.
dude.
Yeah,
I
like
think
2
I'm
weeks.
gonna. I think when I go back there, I think I'm just gonna get tired of being there too. Do you find that you?
So-
I want to
Me
ask
too.
that to you. Do
Yeah,
you find
'cause-
like you get tired when you go somewhere? Like
definitely,
I'm so done of being here.
definitely yes. Me, it definitely takes like about a week and a half of me being in Mexico, and then I'm kind of like, you know, I'm running out of money, like spending money. I'm on us. We gotta go back home and get some money, but other than that, it's just like you just get so comfortable being in your own room type shit. You know what I'm like? You like sleeping in your
I feel
in
it.
your area.
It's because we get accustomed to being here in the
Yeah.
States. Because
Yeah.
my dad, my mom, they love Mexico. Dude. I don't know how my dad does it, but this dude be going for like a month and a half or
Yeah,
2
dude.
months. Bro, I'm like, bro, when you coming back? He's like, maybe next week. You said maybe? He said, yeah, I don't know. He's like, if I get this shit together, then maybe. He's like, but if not, probably another week.
Another week.
I'm like, bro, just
Yeah, sí se la lleva. See, I would love that. I would love that if I, you know, like how some of my uncles they've been over there since November, bro. Like since the first week of December. Puro unemployment. Pura pinche vida así, güey. You're getting like 300 a week. That's whatever. This is like 6,000 a week. You're fucking chilling over there. You Titanic, snack time every day. Caguamas every day. What else do you want, man? Living life.
for
Pero
real,
pues uno se
everything-
apendeja and does not
everything's
take
like
advantage
a-
of the government. So.
Bro, everything is like it feels like it's at an arm's reach, bro. Everything's so close there. Like you ain't even gotta have a car down there. Like I don't feel the necessity to have a car down there.
See, that
Just
I'm
a
gonna tell
dirt
you,
bike.
yes, I do feel a necessity of having a whip there, though. Okay, well, it's like
Well, if you once
If
you, once
I-
you go to like Araro or like Morelia to go to
Shit like
different towns,
that.
yeah. But once you're in that town, do you use your car to go from point A to point B in that town? Nah.
la verdad,
But
no.
here you use it everywhere. Even when you go
En
to
el
big
norte,
cities like in
yeah.
Chicago, if you're trying to go to a different part of the town, you're gonna fucking Uber there, drive there, however get a
You
taxi.
see a lot
there.
of like motorcycles.
And over there,
it's like
bro,
in
you
the
just-
city.
you just
Mexico
walk,
City.
bro. It's not a bother to fucking walk, or you have a little combi, or just hop on the back of someone's truck.
Eso sí, una combi. I have not gotten on una pinche combi. Probably 6 years. It's been like 6 years since I've gotten on a combi.
A combi.
And that's just
For
because
those
uh,
that don't know, it's just like it's like a little van. It's like a what do you call them?
it's just like a little passenger
Yeah,
van.
it's
but
like a
it's, you know,
passenger
just
van,
like
but they just put a fucking bench all around, so they pack fucking
ride
15,
sharing.
16 beans, little Mexicans in
That's
there.
kind of interesting how you say that, because in the Philippines we have something very similar. So
What's it called?
when we have, you
like
know,
a
in
baby
the
Sprinter,
usual
bro.
traffic, there's cars, there's motorcycles, and there's also fucking jeeps, and there's tricycles.
The tricycles.
Yeah,
The only
dude.
tricycles you see down there are all
I know
fucking
those
packed
tricycles
with
you're talking about,
merchandise,
yeah.
selling candy, popsicles, bread, whatever you name it. They got them bitches.
Nah,
loaded.
dude, you got Ubers everywhere in the Philippines, dude. Like even if someone has a tricycle, they might have a bike, like a bike tricycle. No, carry your ass, fucking pedal you hard as fuck with that fucking little thing.
I've seen those type of shit that like blocks the sun kind of from you, you know, like
Yeah.
yeah.
And there's a seat inside it and
Mhm.
shit for the passengers. Kind of dope.
I've rarely seen those in Mexico. In the city, I've seen those, but pues allá en Michoacán, no. Dude. Yeah, pues everybody drives in Michoacan. At least,
What's your
from what
favorite thing about going to
walks.
Mexico? You know, like you go to Mexico a lot. So what is your favorite thing to do there? Or
Waking up in the morning and going swimming in the morning when there's nobody there. All the little kids are in school. There's no adults there. You just go swim, man, in the hot, warm water. Eat a good breakfast.
Steaming water. Shit.
And start your day, man. A lot of people go to the gym, go run, ¿Para qué se estresa uno? Una güey cerveza and a swim, ya con eso. A little swim and you're chilling, man. Ya que,
dude,
like an hour or two swimming, drinking a beer. Ya que una caguamota. Other than that, Chris, honestly, eating a lot of seafood. I love seafood. You just don't taste the same as here. But
that's my favorite thing. I mean, I haven't not gone back, but dude, that's gonna be what my favorite thing is. I already know it, and I can
Heck,
tell.
like your seafood's caught from the ocean, like
Yeah, dude.
That's just
Straight
fresh.
that's
Straight
that's
fresh. I remember
lit.
I remember in the Philippines when I was younger, me and my dad would hop on like these little boats and shit, dude. It was kind of crazy. Like I get flashbacks from it, and then I ask him about it, and he's like, "Yeah, that happened." I'm like, yeah,
That happened.
okay. It's kind of crazy.
Well, that's great. Until he started talking about the Philippines, that he was going back, I didn't. The Philippines was nothing but a name to me. And once he showed me, bro, it's crazy. There was a bunch of little islands, and everyone just island hops and whatnot. That shit's sick. That makes me want to go to the Philippines because
Yeah.
I've always low-key wanted to be like in that type of environment.
Yeah, that's one of the things I hope to put out on here, because it's gonna be 2 weeks that I go, right? And so maybe I find the time to go island hopping for like a day out of the 2 weeks. So,
Just go with your bros and
dude, you know what sucks? I don't think my other brother's gonna be able to come home. So
work or
yeah.
what?
You're gonna have to figure
Just
it
because of
out.
work or what?
well, but he's also spending because he's gonna be going back for my niece's graduation.
Flying back
Está bien,
and forth.
damn.
So,
Shout out to her for graduating. That's pretty lit.
you know, that's the other thing too. You know, I couldn't do that. You know, finish college, but she's gonna be finishing nursing.
I think you could have. You just chose not to.
Yeah, but
That's the thing too, because look, I've said this before. Like, imagine there was no RV industry or like around us. Pues aquí, would all be in college. At least
yeah,
I would have,
I
at
don't
least
think
gone,
I would.
a little 2-year bullshit.
I don't
know
think
what I
I
mean?
would, bro.
Pero, pues, just to please the parents, to be honest. But at the end of the day, pues, le vale verga uno, pues, whatever, man.
You
You don't
do
need
what
that
you
shit.
At the end of the day, you do what makes you happy.
yeah.
Exactly. Así mero, creo. I don't know. It's just crazy. I just always think about it like we're here in this area, pues, you know what I mean? There's more shit than just college in this area. In a lot of areas of the U.S. Like, you guys imagine working oil field. But that's just like 12 hours, though, in Texas, though.
I've seen that shit
a
on
lot.
TikTok, bros. That shit takes fucking great, bro. Like
Yeah.
at least the
That's
visual.
That's a hard fucking
It's a
job.
tough ass job in the sun all day and whatnot.
Damn.
It's like I would say, like, I've never really thought about it good when, like, old heads are like trades, carpenters, plumbers, all that shit like that. Younger kids don't want to do that shit, and the old heads are retiring. So who's gonna do it?
I don't know.
I've never really thought about that,
Pe-
like
pe-
deep.
Yeah, the people in the workforce are becoming more and more scarce, and I guess that's part of the problem is getting solved by like AIs and robots and whatever. But a lot of it is not going to be able to, and I just think that's in a way that's good because the few people that are intrigued into the trades, I think it's just going to raise their pay and value.
Mhm.
So hopefully it pays off in the long run. Right now they already get paid well as is. So later in the future, if there's more scares, if there's only one company in your whole town that does plumbing and one company that does heating and all that shit in your town, they can charge you whatever the fuck they want.
think about it with healthcare. When we're older, it's like, say, like when your daughter has kids, Kyra, like, based on the youth right now.
You're thinking very far
The-
ahead, buddy.
No, but yeah, dude, imagine, pues, ya cuando tengas por ahí unos 40, güey, pues, unos 50, pues, because, like, you're a young pops, you know what I mean? Por ahí, like, at 50, you're already, like, grandfather age. Not really age, but I know you're not going to look like it. I know you're not going to, I know you're not going to look like 50, you know what I mean?
I hope
But-
so.
No, but, like, imagine that, like, you too, Chris, like, who, because there really is people out there, you know, go to college, be, you know, good as doctors, lawyers, and shit like that.
Yeah,
But a lot of
and
people know.
You know what's
No.
funny? Most of the people that I feel like are like Asian are, you know, in college and shit. Right?
Too much stress.
Huh? I'm
Or
just
what?
saying, like, most of these Asian kids are always just like going to college and getting regular ass jobs.
It's a dream.
Becoming a doctor too or something. Always
dream.
doctors, lawyers.
Yeah, and you're gonna be a doctor. You're gonna make mama proud.
Do you feel that though? Yeah, it's because like a bunch of parents, you know, that's how it is. Like
Yeah.
they just want their kids, you know, to have a good job. You know, I mean, my parents were like that too, I guess. Too, you know what I mean? At least get a little college.
Oh, I want to ask you guys this question.
Okay.
When you guys were growing up, what was like something that your parents might have suggested to you of becoming? And you were like, oh, maybe. Or was your parents ever pushing you to do anything?
See, my moms would just always say just like a short career. You know what I mean? Just 2 years, yeah. Go do, but I would also, I can't be in an office the whole day about it. Like,
Right, I feel like your dad would be the type to tell you, hey, you're gonna be a lumberjack.
algo así.
You gonna come
Some
with
shit
me, you're
like-
going to be a lumberjack.
Cutting trees, that's just not hard. Cutting trees is not hard.
It's dangerous though, bro.
It's dangerous. You gotta know where the fuck the tree falls, and that's the thing that he always knew, where the fuck the tree was gonna fall. But the thing that is hard for me is just, you know, climbing. Obviously, if I had, you know, the fucking truck and a bucket, pues a toda madre, you know. No, pues,
Right. I got
it
a
just
funny story.
man. That shit takes balls, man.
What's your story?
No, not that way.
You
You go
story.
ahead.
You
Carlos.
know how you say your dad like knows where the tree falls every time. So we were at my uncle's house, right? He had probably like half an acre just packed with trees. Like I want to say a quarter of them were a couple of 50, 60-year-old trees. They were like 12 inches in diameter or whatever, and the rest were just little saplings. They were fucking 3-4 inches in diameter. And your dad says, "All right." He's like, "I'm gonna knock that big tree without knocking a single tree." And my uncle's like, "You know, I'm not too worried about it. If you take some trees on, it's whatever." And it was just funny because they were drinking that day. They were eating, having a good time. And then he's taking his time cutting it, right? Everyone's asking me, "You need some help?" "Nah, guys, it's easy, small tree." "All right, cool." Goes. He's like, "It's going to fall right here. Dead center right here." Like, "Nah, it's going to miss every single tree." Bro, he starts cutting that bridge down. It starts coming down. Boom. It plops right down like on one single tree. He's like, just leaves the stub. He's like, "Hey, don't worry about that." He said, "I'm gonna cut that one for free." But we all busted out laughing. We're like, "Well, oh shit, it was just a fucking stub left off fucking bro." He's like, "Don't worry about it. I'm gonna cut that one for free."
There's a shit like that would have it. Like I remember once it was like at the white folks' house. Ay, por ahí pues aquí in the Sturgis, we cut down. One branch fell down on a power line, but like it went like it was like the main power line to her house from the put. No, mommy, she was kind of angry, but it was this type of lady, you know, single lady, you know, was never gonna get a husband in her life. She was already like 40 and shit. Yeah. A mí me valía ver, you know, I was like 15. I was like in 8th grade at the time. I remember I didn't give a fuck. I was just chilling, picking up branches. I don't know what the fuck happened. All of a sudden, la ciudad pues, the city niggas pull up. They fix that shit in putiza. The lady's happy as ever. Whatever. We didn't even have to do shit about that. Not liable. I don't know. Or I honestly don't know what happened that day, but I don't, you know. But like shit like that happens unexpectedly, and that's why I feel for me to cut trees, you know, I could do it, but it's just I'm not ready to deal with bullshit like that. You know what I mean? Like
My advice to you is, I guess, just don't fuck up.
No, pues obviously it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
It's obviously gonna happen.
it's always gonna happen. Fucking up is
But-
always gonna happen.
It's just funny. Something like I just remember my pops just laughing.
Dude, let's talk about the
uh,
story.
that way.
About yesterday, how you were getting mad at me yesterday.
Why? Why do you want to talk about that?
He was
What?
getting upset with me.
Wait, it's because we were tinting this car, right? It was a Dodge Dart, and we were tinting the windshield. And I'm like, hey, clean the outside of the windshield. Tell me where I got bubbles. You know, at the edge sometimes holds water, little bubbles. And the front of the dash is like super tight, and I got like 2.5 inches.
Because
I have to reach past the
tell
dash.
them
right?
because that they had to replace the.
Yeah, it was a replaced
It was a
windshield, and I
replaced
told 'em,
windshield,
like,
and
hey,
it
looks
wasn't lined
replaced.
up.
It wasn't lined up. The VIN was like completely off. Where like the section for the VIN was right here, and the VIN was like up here. Like you had to look like this to find it. Long story short, he's telling me he's pointing at the bubbles. I'm trying. I think I get him. I look at him. Points again. I go again. Points at him again. I'm like, bro, I can't get him. And then he's like, I'm like, bro, I can't fucking get him. And then I'm like, the fucking car is just too tight, bro. The dash, like, bro, I was using like all my force,
All
pushing
his
down
tools,
on the
bro.
dash. I was
Pushing
whipping
on
out
the
all
dash,
tools,
using all the
trying to-
tools.
trying to fucking swipe in there, trying to get all the water and all this shit out. And I was just getting mad frustrated because he kept pointing at it. And I'm like, bro, I can't get him out. Like, the car. Like,
Funny thing was, he was
it's
in the
not
car. I
working.
can't hear him if he goes. See, I didn't even know you were like.
Right, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I think that's as good as it's gonna get, Chris. And then he's like, pointing at it again. I swiped it again. I'm like, yeah, Chris, I think it's good. He's like, oh my
Bruh.
God, dude. And the kid was right there sitting the whole time, and he's kind of laughing and giggling, bro. So it's kind of getting to me. And at the end, this dumbass decides to tell us at the end, oh yeah, it's because the car's rebuilt. Oh my God.
Rebuilt title
I
and
stepped back. I
everything,
looked.
bro.
The fucking hood is like 1/2 inch on one side. It's damn near touching the fender on the other. That whole car was just all mangled, dude. It was just a hard ass car to tint, dude. And I was getting frustrated with Chris. And I mean, obviously, it's not his fault.
Yeah, I was
But-
just like, whether it be whatever we do, we just do it the best that we can. But I was just like pointing at it, and dude, he was like, hops out the car, he's like, he girded at me,
So,
dude. Now I'm just like,
So like, do you get like a lot of people that like chill there while you guys are tinting the shit? No.
On the website, we have as a drop off,
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause
business or
that's
whatever.
what,
And everybody we tell, like, hey, drop off, and we overestimate the amount of time we last in your car because we want to get you
Yeah.
right. And obviously, like, for workers or like newer people, Chris just started working with us. He's employed with Eclipse now. And like, for new people, I mean, I don't get very nervous around people, but I do sometimes. Like, I'll get frustrated, especially if we got like customers
when
waiting
they
and
be
whatnot.
just watching.
He's just
you.
trying to
And
get
when
out,
they're just
get him out
watching,
the door.
yeah,
right?
when they're
Yeah.
just watching you, bro, I'm sure everyone can relate to like being watched while you're
Sure.
being worked just makes you nervous and
Exactly,
makes you
yeah.
fuck up. Because Chris says, "See me, bro, I go full steam ahead when there's nobody there,
Yeah, no one's
Zero,
watching,
zero
and we're just
fuck-ups,
zooming
bro. I'm
through
just
cars.
chilling, fucking chipping away at my work, getting it done." And then there's people there, and I'm just trying to push it too fast. I'm just fucks me up sometimes. But when there's
That's
just
how-
like that,
yeah, I
that kid
feel
was
you.
just chilling there. I wasn't worried about it.
Yeah.
Oh, that way. I feel on that. There's times, those like PDI people, or like audit people, just stay in the unit and they like watch you do your whole fucking job. They do that to me when I test all the coax, like all the antenna shits.
Yeah.
There's always this old fuck that's always there watching with this clipboard.
Bro, you don't know what I do, that ass.
Mm.
I seen that lady come like twice. Like, I seen her come the first time, watch me. She came another time, watch me. I'm like, and I asked her, I'm like, hey, I don't mean to be rude, but like, what are you doing here? And she's like, oh, I'm already still, and I just make sure you're doing stuff properly. Changes we make that needs to be kept up, like with the company or whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Next time she comes, I just see her. I put my pouch on. I go to the bathroom. Every time she comes, I go to the bathroom. Just ditch out of there, bro. I mean, I do my
Okay.
job right, and I do a good job. I just
It's mad
I don't like him
annoying.
watching.
It's
me,
mad
bro. It's just
annoying.
weird.
It's annoying. I don't know. There's been times I get, especially this past week, I've been getting ticked off, at work, but, can't complain too much.
Like, what has ticked you off?
Just some lazy fuck Amish, just people, putos Amish, you know how they are, just some plants are just ran by Amish, Amish, you
The Amish is always with the nobody's doing enough and I'm doing too much. I swear, that's what they're always. Oh, you're not doing enough and I'm doing too much.
That's how it is, bro. Like, a mí me vale verga. To be honest, I'm in my own fucking mind all day. I got my little speaker. I switched from pinche puro Tepito sonidero CDMX music to fucking puros corridos and then to straight rap sometimes. It's been a while since I listened to rap. I rarely listen to that shit no more, but only work music, and I just mind my own business.
So what do you listen to mostly nowadays? When I worked at
corrido, like what?
Puro corridos.
Yeah,
But when I worked there, I know that they would get mad at me for blasting some rap music. Are you able to, do you still find that same way?
No, I mean, I definitely see looks, especially from like the people around me, the Amish and the white folks around me that don't listen to Rio, the young OG on the regular. And I got my little speaker, the JBL clipped to the fucking belt. It was so, I be in the unit, and in the unit, it gets loud in there when the speaker's full blast. I feel they don't like it, some of the things he says, but sometimes I catch him, bopping their head and shit like that. But nobody's ever told me shit though, about my music.
That's the thing that I want to point out.
It's because that's the thing, Chris. Look,
no matter. I mean, if you're a parent and your kid's listening to some shit, would you say something like you?
I feel like you can't, because I thought about it. I've thought about this a lot. Not about my kid listening to music, but us as kids listening to music.
Yeah,
we listened to a shit ton of music that was way out of pocket, bro. We had no fucking no business singing along to singing.
But my thing is, I'm not gonna be.
Shit, no.
But the thing with me is, I'm not gonna complain at you or get mad at you for listening to a certain type of music, and
it's like me complaining to those Amish folks. Why the fuck you playing country?
Country, yeah.
Yeah, really. I like country. I play country at work sometimes too, but it's I don't know.
They said they even start singing, right? They get all happy and even start singing along. They just start thinking they're funny, come and sing along.
The thing though, I feel I got on their good side because when I started there, I was fresh off of working with it's my Amish crew out here building pole barns, and I was listening to a lot of bluegrass country music, the shit that they listen to type shit. Bluegrass, I like that beat heavy, bluegrass. And I was playing that shit at work, and those niggas I feel they like that shit.
They love
I don't know. Yeah, dude, that type of music is lit. I don't know. I just feel they at the time. It's about 2 years now. They're probably just says they wait. What the fuck? How's this Mexican out here listening to bluegrass? Nobody knows this shit because it's old. This is an old country the banjo type. Yeah, I like it. Está bien.
Yeah, nice.
Está bien.
So I want to ask the audience. So what's your favorite type of genre to listen to? Comment it down below. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. This pod was supposed to be short and sweet.
Yeah, this pod was supposed to be short and sweet, and less than 30 minutes. But I guess we're here at 50 minutes now. We're
50 minutes long. To be honest, it was a little longer than expected, but that's all right. To be honest, I really don't got anything else to say. That's pretty much it. I just want to give a big shout out to Modelo for finally releasing a light beer that tastes really good. Almost exactly like Modelo, because I still get that little light beer watered down effect afterwards, but not too much like Coors, you know what I mean? So shout out to them, USA only, and hit us up for Ranked. Anything else you guys want to say?
Hit us up for a video if you need photos done.
Shout out to the 500 Gram crew, the 500 Gram podcast. Shout out to Bubba behind the camera. Say something, Bubba.
Yes, sir. You're still here.
Shout out Bubba for subbing in for David.
Say something to him, Bubba. Introduce yourself for them people that don't know you.
Must be nice. Get paid under the payroll. 500 grand podcast.
He's out there swiping the 500 grand credit card.
I
Yeah,
think
dude, he's out here getting content for 500 grand. Maybe we'll use some of his cinematics in here too.
the viewers want to know if David is on a vacation trip or a work trip. Is he getting paid at the moment or not?
He's on a leisure trip.
Leisure trip.
leisure trip, dude.
Freelancer.
Freelancer.
He's on a freelancer.
He's just
trip.
choosing to get some content for us.
No, Tavern.
But
He
yeah,
definitely is out there with the GoPro, man, chilling.
dude.
Getting
You guys have
content.
any more shout outs?
Honestly, when David watches this, man, I just go hard on El Titanic, man. Get a fuckload of fucking entrees. Pues que son 200 pesos para ti, Dave. You know what I mean? $10, what's it to you, bud? Fucking
Saludos.
y saludcita a toda la banda de allá, and that's pretty much it. That's all for me.
Yeah, I
bud.
will see you guys again next week. You know, we will keep it up.
Episode
will keep it up.
29 or 30? Episode 29 or 30?
I think it's episode 29, but you know, we skipped 28, I guess. But dude, I swear to God, there's
We'll
28
figure it out
episodes.
by next
Hey,
pod.
if you're in the comment or if you watch this, you know, because I have people, they're like last night I had you remember Isaiah Priestley?
Hey, shout out to Taco. I saw him at
Yeah,
Wings
bro,
the other day.
homie.
Shout out to him.
Homie was like, them shits are enjoyable, and Michael Met was like 500 grand, keep it 500 grand or something.
Man, shout out to the Wings, etc. crew. I know y'all be cooking it up in the kitchen. I see you.
Be whipping it
Shout out
out,
to you
huh?
guys. Fuck yeah.
Shout out to people that keep up with the podcast.
Oh, yeah,
If
definitely.
you comment the what's it called, the right number of podcast that this is,
Smoke you
we'll
out.
get you on a free hoodie. I got you on a free hoodie.
Free hoodie from Cairo. I will honestly drink you out or smoke you out.
Drink you
Or invite you to my ranked lobby so I can
We'll
carry
fly you out.
Fly you out from wherever you are in the
Fly you
world. You know, that's why we gotta get fans from all over the world. That's
Ay,
let's start traveling. But yeah, dude, see you guys next week.
Peace.